The delisting of heritage properties is extremely problematic and seriously discouraged by both local councils and the state government. And the reason for that is that the whole process of getting a building listed is such an arduous path that by the time it does get onto a register, councils and the state government is generally reluctant to remove those. And in fact, the procedural process in getting something unlisted is time consuming and probably takes a minimum of 3 years under our current planning regime. But having said that, there have been a number of recent changes introduced since last year, in fact, 2008. There are amendments to the State Heritage Act, and that generally has allowed or recognizes that there ought to be an opportunity for delisting buildings based on 3 criteria. 1, economic hardship, where an owner cannot simply afford to maintain that building, and on account of that there's perhaps an avenue for delisting. On account of the strategic planning regime at state government level, where perhaps a road or some particular planning ideal is being envisioned and that heritage building is in the way of that or might impede that. And the third aspect is political influence relating to development, I suppose, of recognizing the fact that developers need to have certain restrictions removed. Personally, I believe that a heritage listing ought to be completely divorced from any of that, because those strategic planning ideals come and go, the economic hardship of particular owners come and go, and the financial aspects come and go. And yet, once you remove a heritage building or allow it to be demolished, you'll never get it back again. So my particular attitude is that those aspects ought not to interfere with the heritage listing. But in terms of delisting, currently at local government level, extremely difficult, perhaps at state government level, slightly easier, and only recently so. And who's to say that in the very near future there may be a change to the local government regulatory framework that does allow buildings to be delisted. But currently, very difficult.